Kia ora, my name is Mana and welcome to my New Zealand vlog. This is the first time we visited this country. Since New Zealand or Aotearoa is the last landmass settled by human, I was very excited to see how it's different to where I'm from. It was June, which is the beginning of the winter down here. It's a time of the year when the weather is quite unpredictable. After we landed, we head to our first destination, Mount Eden. There are 53 dolmens volcano in Auckland. Maungawhau or Mount Eden is the highest volcano in the city. I couldn't capture it very well with my camera skill, but from up here you can see the unique landscape of Auckland. You can spot so many volcanoes across the city. I heard pines are very good here. We went to the Believers Cafe, and this is a Maori-owned cafe famous for the pines. I got the fish pie, and it was absolutely delicious. We wanted to try out as much local food as possible, so we went to the Hangi Shop. This place served boyat, which is a dish cooked with Maori traditional method by cooking meat, root vegetables, and greens together. This wasn't a kind of food I ate growing up, but somehow it feels so comforting and homely. We also stopped by this cute little chocolate shop. I got the Manuka honey chocolate and this cute little sheep-shaped chocolate. They also have pavlova, a delightful New Zealand marshmallow cake. We spent the rest of the day sightseeing around the city, so here's some footages. The next day, we finally headed out of Auckland, and our next destination was Hobbiton. It was also rainy that day, but the sky cleared up a little bit. Even if you're not the fan of Lord of the Rings, the landscapes are beautiful here. And learning some facts around making the movies are quite fun. But the highlight of this tour is when you get to go inside of Hobbit House. The house has many rooms with a lot of details, and we can fully interact with all the furniture and decorations. The final part of the tour was getting drink at the Dragon Inn. Oh, and there was a fireplace inside. It was perfect for a cold, rainy day. And before we left, they gifted us a snack because there was a construction that day. Next, we headed to Rotorua, a town known for geothermal sites and rich Maori culture. We had dinner at Mitai Maori village. It's a Maori-owned culture tour with a dinner buffet. It started off with performance shows and talks, introducing us to their culture.
Back then we never had horses, but now we do. Galloping horse. On the train, rolling down the train tracks.
After the show, it was time for food. They served Maori traditional foods such as hangi, steamed pudding, and pavlova cake. Then we were taken to see glowworms, which are only found here in New Zealand. We went for a morning walk at the park. I was drawn to this glorious yellow tree, and that's where I spotted this fierce little guy. This guy kept following us. Maybe he was territorial? Still, he was a very cool bird. Did I mention there were foot hot springs at the park? It was a cold day, so I enjoyed it very much. Another highlight of Rotorua is Whakarewarewa, a Maori village that's full of geysers and hot springs. We took a tour with a tour guide who is a local from this very village. He guided us around the area while sharing about the traditions and history of Maori, personal story growing up here, and political conflicts. Maori people of this village have lived here for a long time, integrating the geothermal activity into their lifestyle and cooking. They show us how food is cooked in a hot spring here, and we were there at the right time to experience them taking food out of the underground oven, or what they call hangi. We get to walk around and see more of this spectacular nature here. This place was magical. I fell in love with the nature, the culture, and the people of Rotorua. Heading further south, we made a pit stop at a honey shop. Trying New Zealand's famous honey in every form was high on my bucket list. Next up, Taupo McDonald's. Officially the coolest McDonald in the world. You can eat inside a decommissioned DC-3 plane. The plane came with the land, and they thought, why not turn it into a dining area? We drove to Tongariro National Park to see Mount Naruhoi, aka Mount Doom from The Lord of the Rings. Absolutely majestic. We didn't have time for the full hike, so we did a 2.5 hours walk to the soda springs. The waterfall is supposedly carbonated. How cool is that? Finally, we reached our last destination, the capital city, Wellington. We visited Harbourside Market, a Sunday early morning market, where you can buy local produce and delicious food. We grabbed some food and chilled by the harbor. I also stopped at a cute local ice cream shop on Cuba Street, Duck Island Ice Cream. The ice cream was so good that I actually went back twice. Then we went to get fish and chips near the coastline. It was a perfect day. Driving under an hour from Wellington, we visit Rivendell in Kaitoke Regional Park, another filming location for Lord of the Rings. Another trip near Wellington was Westwind, a wind farm open to the public for free. It has walking and biking tracks with incredible views of mountains and coastline. And the sheep were just hanging there. Our final stop in Wellington was Kelburn Park, right in the heart of the city, surrounded by greenery with the city skyline in the distance. It felt like the perfect place to wrap up our trip. We took our time strolling through the park, soaking in the fresh air, enjoying one last view of Wellington before it was time to say goodbye.